Feminism began in the early 20th century, beginning with the suffragette movement. The women of first-wave feminism fought for voting and property rights. There was a re-emergence of feminism in the 1960s, though this time around women were fighting for reproductive rights and workplace equality. The women's liberation movement of this time, along with the introduction of the pill, forced American society to finally talk openly about sex and sexuality. Television, which had long since been viewed as a family medium, suddenly had to address this new wave to attract wider audiences. Regarding indecency on television, most regulation was self-regulated to appeal to audiences. Introduction of these sexual images created a concern for children and a concern for the traditional family values. TV shows and movies used sexual innuendos to increase the youth audience. These sexual images created a backlash from authority, and new laws and restrictions, however vague, were implemented to protect young audiences since children were television's most frequent viewers. However, there is no evidence that exposure to sexual imagery negatively influences audience morality. Along with openly discussing sex in media, the role of women in media changed. To attract the desired female audience, more women were represented in media. Women were cast in many sexist roles, often portraying the housewife or used as a sex symbol. There were exceptions, however. For example, Mary Tyler Moore portrayed an intelligent woman who did not rely on her sexuality to gain status.
I'm doing as good a job as he did.
Better.
Better! And I'm being paid less than he was because...
You're a woman.
In modern media, we see the same trends in both female representation and sexual content. While the feminist movement has brought a lot of change to the media industry in terms for gender representation, it has also received a lot of backlash in how the early movements disregarded race and class and lacked intersectionality. More shows and films are beginning to address these issues, and hopefully this trend continues for the best.